Hello and welcome to the World Climbing Club and the IFSC Nations Grand Finale coming at you from Fukuoka, Japan. This is a pretty unique event as we try out some new ideas and formats. Over the next couple of days we've got Boulder, Lead and a paraclimbing exhibition. And what's interesting is Boulder and Lead is a mixed team event with men and women from the same country working together to try to get the best score. Over the next few climbing clubs we'll be explaining how the formats work, bringing you highlights from the competition and a little bit extra. Today we're focusing on Lead. Let's have a look at the format and rules for Lead. There are two routes in every round, qualifying and finals. In qualifying, we will lose the two lowest ranked teams out of the 6, so there are just 4 teams in finals. Coaches will split the 4 team members into 2 groups, 1 man and 1 woman for each route. The climbers only climb 1 route. Each athlete receives a score depending on how high they got, and all the scores are added up within the team. The coaches play an important part in this process. They decide which athletes climb on which routes and the order they go in. The 2 lead qualification routes were very different, with the route on the left featuring a few big dyno moves and being a bit more bouldery, and the right-hand one being more focused on endurance. The selection of athletes was interesting. Most teams choosing to put their boulder specialists on the dyno route. For example, Japan choosing Serato Anraku and Miho Nanaka. It was interesting to see the male and female athletes struggling or succeeding in different sections. Cheon So and Miho Nanaka are the only women to finish Route 1. So, the bottom 2 teams were knocked out. Australia and Canada lose their place in the finals. South Korea jump ahead of Japan to lead the way, followed by the USA, who had a strong round. And then Israel gets the last final spot with a total score of 142. So we have some pretty massive stars at this event, and obviously this man is one of them. Serato, are you excited for this competition?
Yeah, sure. I'm very enjoying this comp.
And are you competing in just lead or lead and boulder?
Sure, we both.
Okay.
Boulder and Lead.
And are you going to win?
Yes.
There we go.
Japan is the best.
Wow, I like this fighting talk. Satone, this is presumably your last IFSC competition of the year. Are you sort of motivated to do this competition?
Yeah, I'm highly motivated in competition. It's held in Japan, so I'm so excited. But actually, I just came back from the Europe, the rock climbing tour. So I've 3 points split, and yeah, my finger is not the best for now. But I'm so motivated. It's okay.
Well, you look good during qualification. We haven't been to Japan for an IFSC event in a long time. Is it nice to be back and have this crowd support?
Yeah. So there are so many elementary school students, and they're how can I say? Yeah, the background sound is super nice.
And tell me about the format, so men and women together. It's quite an interesting idea.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is the first time held like this, so I'm also excited about this system. Yeah.
Cool. Well, best of luck. I know the crowd will be cheering your name. Hope it goes well.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah.
I've managed to find Paloma, who's been competing in the lead competition. How was it?
It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. I don't really do lead too often, but this climb was like really fun. I found my flow. I had fun. You know, the crowd, you can always hear them, and it's just such cool moves, such cool holds, everything. So I had a fun time.
Now this event was opened up to the top ranked teams, but within the teams, how was the selection process? How did you get here?
It was just kind of offered to like whoever wanted to go could go, and so I was like, oh, it's such a cool opportunity to go to Japan, and I've never been to this part, and so I just was like, hell yeah, let me do it. Yeah, so I had fun.
Amazing. And the men and women mixed dynamic.
Yeah.
Has that been sort of like, well, what's it like so far?
It's been really fun because we kind of have to like talk to each other and be like, well, what's our strengths, what's our weaknesses, and like how can we like use those to our advantages. And like me and Vale were on the same climb, so after he like came down, he's like, okay, this is what you do, or this all was bad. So it's been really fun because it kind of like brings us together more. Like it's more of like a team effort than like solo. So I thought that was really cool, yeah.
Awesome. Well, best of luck for the rest of the competition.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it, yeah. Thank you.
Finals time for lead, and 4 teams had made it to this stage. Similar to qualification, the routes had very different styles. More bouldery on the left, small crimps and endurance on the right. There was an epic battle between Team Israel and Team USA for the bronze medal. Route 1 had a jump that only Adi Bark did statically, everyone else launching through it. The USA's Paloma Slowick had the lowest fall on that route, but her teammate Declan made up for it, with a high 38.5 falling on a tiny crimp on the headwall. Toma Jakubovic had a fantastic climb on Route 2. He managed to fight his way through to the tiny crimps on the headwall, where a weird backstep caught him out. But his 44.5 was huge for the team. They needed it though. Maya Dreamer's 32.5 on that route was the lowest fall. The pressure was on for the USA's Zoe Yi. She was smooth to just below the head wall and then slightly misjudged a clip. That fumble might have cost her some energy in order to reset and go again. She fell just 0.5 too low, meaning Israel take the bronze with the USA in 4th. The favourites for the win was always going to be either Japan or South Korea, both nations bringing a strong squad to Fukuoka. Miho Nanaka found good rests throughout on the women's Route 1, but she was beaten by Cheon So, who found awkward but clever feet on the traverse just below the headwall. Meanwhile for the men, both Satomi Yoshida and Do-hyun Lee launched for the final hold, although neither could make it stick. So all to play for on Route 2. Although less experienced than some of his teammates, Hyesung No was smooth throughout and heaped the pressure on Japan with a top. However, Surato Anraku, the Japanese star, well, he's quite good at dealing with pressure.
Really not pointing the right way, but
I think this is Surato's to be had
makes
here.
it look smooth.
Yeah, levitates over. One little pop to go. Yes, so maximum points for Surato. Very good from him, and now it's game on to Korea, and it all comes down to that.
Suki Tani looked a little bit nervous as she started her run, but as she climbed she seemed to settle in and had a brilliant 37.5 score. But would it be enough? Stepping onto the stage last was Chaeyoung Kim, the 17-year-old with the hopes of her teammates on her shoulders. What could she do?
Korea set their sights on wanting the gold medal in lead. This is how close it is, and this could be enough now. We wait for the confirmation of it. Little drop knee to rest. This is a big move for her though, and she hits the edge of the volley. There's nothing there. I'm not sure she can do that. She doesn't, but it doesn't matter at this stage. She'll check for confirmation. Trying to avoid the table on the way down.
So we finished the lead competition, and in the next climbing club from Japan, we will bring you the boulder and paraclimbing comps. But remember, the Laval Paraclimbing World Cup is on at the same time, so the next climbing club will be from there. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the action.